All right, we're back with the upper body day here, kind of focus more on the speed and power end of things. And started, obviously, got our warm up in. Didn't film much of that. Did some crawling. Did some like pogo push up hops. The what impulses, speed impulses, get the arm loose. Then we got into our supine overhead throw with that little bit of thoracic spine extension in the upper back there. Then we did pair that with the landmine cleans. Yeah, these are the cleans, right? I believe. Whatever they are, I don't even know. Again, it doesn't really matter what things are called. It's that you actually do them. People get so upset if something's called something else, but who really cares? Honestly, it's all training. Everything's training. There can be good and bad. Find what works for you and progress it and move as you go. Struggling here to keep the stupid foam roller under. I think it was slipping on the Rock logo there on the back of my shirt. So it kept slipping out. But again, wasn't the only issues I had to deal with today. So I deal with issues in your training in life and move forward. Again, these felt a little bit smoother today. Again, I like them. I like the kind of like with the regular Olympic lifts, you're getting the body synced and working together rather than just doing like a bicep curl or something like that, where it's not having to sync the body and move together, where it's everything's flowing. You're switching from one hand to the next, and you got to be coordinated to do that. That's why I like these. That's why I like regular Olympic lifts a lot. It's not for like the triple extension or anything like that, or necessarily power development or speed development, because it's not going to be speed. Yes, you can do things faster in the gym, but the ultimate speed is like sprinting and just moving the body fast. Here's the big issue I had. I set these straps up for the kind of the jammer press, standing chest press type movement, and it was crooked. I had them set at the same exact numbers on each side, but for one reason or another, I don't know, one was still longer. It must have been the way the carabiners were latched or something. It was like a half inch or so inch off, and it was crooked, and it was just annoying, and kind of that OCD kind of kicks in where it's like, oh, I want it to be straight. But again, I didn't want to undo it all and redo it again. So I don't know, I just did it with a the crookedness. It could have even been like just the bar was over in one spot or another, because one was just a little loose. I don't know. But we made do with it. And again, you run into those things, and I just realized how much time I just wasted worrying about this stupid thing rather than actually focusing on the important thing, and that's training and getting that done. So as soon as I drop it here, just that little shift. So, but again, doesn't make much of a difference anyway. So I don't know why I spent so much time just worrying about stupid things like that. And that's one thing I've had to learn as I get older and get smarter and wiser, is not worry about stupid little things like that. And like, who cares? It's a half inch off. It's not going to make any difference really. But then again, I still putz around and try and fix it I try and fix it with all the weight on rather than take it off and do it, because I didn't want to waste even more time. But again, this week, the last couple of weeks I've been doing the neutral grip bar on this. So get the hands in that neutral grip position. This week I did the straight bar, just more of that conventional pressing position. But again, I like both variations. I like this setup. Seems to work pretty well when it's straight. It works well when it's crooked too. But it's just allowed me to do a standing press rather than always be on my back doing bench press. I like bench press, but again, that's just one way to do things. So hit those. Did more speed row, fast up and down, kind of explosive on the single arm rows again. Really hit these. Heavy, fast, and just another way pairing the pushing with the rowing, and then also throwing in our back movement. So did the swimmers, did both ways, just up the reps today. I think I did 50-ish. I don't know if I have them all in the film here. I just cut off randomly. But again, another way just to loosen, loosey-goosey, you get the stiff, the tension with the heavy lifting where you're taught, oh, brace the core, everything, back's got to be tight, all that stuff. But also you need the loosey-goosey. You need to be loose and move better, because this is what's going to help you move better. This is what, if you don't want to be stiff in a 2x4, you don't want to be that PVC pipe. You want to move like a human is supposed to move. And throwing things like that in helps. And then just other movements that are not just stuck to a barbell or dumbbell or kettlebell. It's the rope climb. I think this might be my new favorite pulling exercise. And it's not new, it's old. It's so old school, like people don't do it anymore. That's why if we look at things that have been done in the past, nothing's new in training. Yeah, they come up with new technology and new equipment, but if you just go look back and stuff that has worked and keeps working, sometimes that old can be new again. And the rope climb, again, yes, they don't have the full, don't have tall enough ceilings or up in a tree because I don't want to go out in 10-degree weather. I've done that before, but it's not the best. It's not fun because then you sweat and your nose runs and it freezes your mustache and beard and stuff. But I mean, I'll go out and walk, and getting outside is important. I just don't need to train outside. But we paired the rope climbs with the overhead or the handstand push-ups. Again, just up the reps on those. Did 40 this week. Then we hit our arms. Arms actually look kind of big, even though they're not very big. Drop catch. I did the easy bar this week rather than the regular barbell, and paired with the PVC, the more fast. So less reps, heavier weight, followed by light, moving the arms, moving the arms, that boom, that drop, catch, relax, contract. Again, I like these. People might think they're weird. Good. I don't care. Like, this stuff works for me. That's the main thing. That's what it's trying to work. Works for people too. So I've seen a lot of people that have had success with this type of stuff. I'm not just moving heavy and slow. That's part of it, but moving fast as well. Do the same thing with the triceps easy bar. And then the PVC pipe, bring the hands down, extending right at the elbows up. Explosive, relax, contract. Again, just a way to move fast and kind of sync the body, moving together, being coordinated, and not just being a stiff, slow person as you get older. Again, the reverse rear delt flies, drop catch, heavier weights or with the dumbbells, and then we go tennis ball. This week, really working on letting it drop farther and catching it down and getting more of a full range of motion, just to get that, again, that full range as we speed up. Again, try not to be slow because you got to be fast to catch the ball. It's tricky to, you're thinking about dropping the ball, but you want to catch it fast. But if you think about actually dropping it and letting it fall farther and catching it lower and in a more full range of motion, it can actually be a little difficult because you're thinking about it as well. Because you want to be fast, but you also want to let it drop. So if you let it drop longer, you're like, oh, it's going to hit the ground, I'm not going to be able to catch it. So that just makes you got to react faster. But that was the day. I also did fingertip hangs. Didn't film those today. And some ab rollouts. And that was the day. But if you have any questions, drop them below. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back again with more videos.